Hello friends, today I am going to discuss a very important topic that narrates how man evolved on this planet Earth. Let us first understand the term evolution. What is evolution? Who created all these beautiful plants, animals, including man we see in the world? Where do we come from and where are we going? These questions have created since long. Answers to these questions were given by many religions where God made all these things and man according to Bible. According to Father Soares, God made all these things in 6 days. On the first day, He made heaven and earth. On the second day, He made water. And on the third day, He made plants. On the fourth day, He made sun, moon and stars. On the fifth day, He made birds and fishes. On the sixth day, He made an animal and man. The first man and woman, as known Adam and Eve, were created. They were not allowed to eat fruits, but defying God, they ate apple. Hence, they were punished to generate same kind. Thus we are. Hindu mythology says it is done by Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh, who created, maintained and destroyed respectively. Thus, birth, life and death of all organisms have been explained. From mythology, Brahma was himself created from the placental cord of the Supreme God, but man was not satisfied by simple answers. However, many philosophers believed that life came from aquatic medium, then other organisms originated on land. But real scientific truth has been given by Charles Darwin, who had given a theory of natural selection. After enormous experiences achieved through voyages of Galapagos Island, he said in evolution, any organism like bacteria overproduces but die without reaching adulthood, which is called struggle for existence. Charles Darwin also says out of existence few grow faster and others grow slower. Later, organisms were perished by selection in changing climate factors in evolution, what he called survival of fittest. Same could be happened to all animal using natural selection. But this theory was bit modified, giving a name Neo-Darwinism supported theory of evolution. After many generations, due to variations and heredity, new varieties of life in every hook and corner of the world have evolved. But in this program, we have to discuss ourselves with the evolution of man. Let us look at the classification of man. Kingdom, Animalia, phylum, Chordata, subphylum, Vertebrata, class, Mammalia, subclass, Theria, infraclass, Eutheria, order, Primates, suborder, Anthropoidea, superfamily, Hominoidea, family, Hominidae, genus Homo, species is sapiens. Like other organisms, Darwin mentioned that man has to evolve from pre-existing organisms and there was no any other creation. The modern man, Homo sapiens, is thus classified in animal kingdom in a group of mammals belonging to a order primates. This group is subdivided into anthropoids, that is advanced primates, man-like forms including monkeys, apes and modern man, and prosimians, they are primitive primates, the early monkeys, tree shrews, lorises and tarsiers, and they form living relative of man. The order primates also include a large range of extinct ancestral forms known as fossils. All these primates have an arboreal ancestry and many still live primarily in trees. The subgroup Anthropoidea is further divided into 5 main families. They are Cebidae, includes a New World monkeys of tropical America, Callitrichidae, marmoset monkeys of tropical America, Cercopithecidae, includes Old World monkeys of Africa and Asia, Pongidae, they are apes of Africa and Asia, and Hominidae includes a modern man, including all true forms of fossil man. In 1863, T. A. Huxley gave a scientific attempt in his book Man's Place in Nature and established our closest relatives are apes. Later in 1871, Charles Darwin published his idea about man's ancestry in his book The Descent of Man, that man has descended from apes. Later on, scientists like Dubos, Pei, Dart E.K. and Clark made significant contributions to the fossil records of man collected from Africa, Asia and Europe and other places. Biochemical studies including DNA hybridization methods reveal that a similarity exists between man and apes, and the close relative is chimpanzees. Let us now look at some of the prosimians, for example, lemur, loris and tarsiers. These primates live on insects and are recognized as primitive primates. Generally, they have pointed snout and big eyes. Second are Anthropoidea. New World monkeys belongs to family Cebidae and marmosets belongs to family Callitrichidae. Old World monkeys belongs to Cercopithecidae, apes Pongidae, man and true fossils Hominidae. When did man's evolution separate from that of other primates? About 25 million years ago, the common ancestors of man and apes began evolving along different lines either in Miocene or early Pliocene period. Man and apes began evolving along different lines. Man and apes have evolved from some primates similar to modern chimpanzee. Man, as we saw, belonging to family Homonoidae. The homonoids have upright, small statured, moderately muscular and ground-dwelling forms. The apes, on the other hand, lived mainly in forest where they evolved long, muscular arms useful for swinging through the trees with prehensile tails. Proconsul, whose skull was discovered and it dates back to 25 million years ago, may be a common ancestors of both man and apes. The real first evidence of true Homonoidae form was obtained from the discovery of fossil jaws in 1934 from Shivalik Hills from the foothills of Himalayas in northern India. The organisms whose jaws were found are called Ramapithecus or Shivapithecus. The jaws were similar to those of man, but the skull features like apes. It is considered to be half arboreal and half terrestrial because its teeth are similar to later hominids. Now, we will examine the evolution of present man, Homo sapiens, belonging to the family Hominid. Let us now examine the places and some of the important people who have discovered fossils of man. The present man seems to have evolved about 40,000 years ago. If we compare the geological time scale with 24 hours clock, the evolution of man to be only a minute ago. Geological time scale. According to the geological history of the earth, which dates back to certain millions of years, different time scales are classified as shown. The story of evolution is intimately connected with the origin and evolution of the earth itself. Thousands of fossils dug out from the various strata of the earth vividly tell us the historical account of the life on earth. Many organisms appeared in certain periods and era of the earth and have now become extinct, leaving only their old fossils to remain as their existence in the past. Show the evolution of the major group of organisms in time and scale. As we can see in this scheme, mammals and man are of very recent origin, dating back to only a few million years ago. The oldest evidence of the ancestry of human, dating back to somewhere 8 to 10 millions ago, was discovered from Shivalik hills at the foothill of the Himalayas in northern India. Discovery of Shivapithecus or Ramapithecus. Digging in the Shivaliks, Professor Louis George of Yale University, USA, found out a widely occurring lower jaw and skull, which he has named as belonging to Ramapithecus. It is considered to be half arboreal and half terrestrial because its teeth are similar to later hominoids as cited earlier. Discovery of Australopithecus. In 1924, Dr. Raymond Dart, a small fossil skull at Tong in South Africa, he named him Australopithecus africanus, since the origin, discovery of fossil hunters have discovered many additional remains of Australopithecus. This includes ribs, limb, bones, hip bones, vertebra, and one can construct the entire skeleton from these findings from South and East Africa. It is now believed by biologists and anthropologists that Homo evolved from one of the forms of Australopithecus. There were two forms of Australopithecus, namely Australopithecus robustus and Australopithecus boisei. These forms became extinct about a million years ago. Australopithecus was smaller to the modern man. He walked erect as inferred from the hip bones and limb bones. In recent years, L.S.B. Leakey in Olduvai, George in Tanzania have added many discoveries of fossils which reveal the ancestral history of man. They found the bones of almost entire skeleton and showed the existence of two forms, one evolved from the other. The older form was that of Homo habilis, that is known as handy man, which later evolved in Homo erectus, the direct ancestors of man. These fossils are about a million years old. Some such fossils of skulls and bones have also been found from other parts of the world like Java, Peking and Germany, etc. Now we will examine the evolution of present man. Homo sapiens belongs to the family Hominids in a Pliocene period. Homo erectus was succeeded by early Homo sapiens, which were named Homo neanderthal man, Heidelberg man, Swanscombe man, etc. This connected Homo erectus with Homo sapiens. These various groups, which we have already seen from the earliest primates somewhere about 50 million years ago, that is, two subgroups, Prosomians and Anthropoids, evolved. The old and new world man seems to be not more than 30 million years ago, while the evolution of the present man seems to have evolved only about 40,000 years ago. Differences between man and ape: bipedal, upright mode of locomotion; rational, that is social; language; skulls and teeth. Human skull is vertical, whereas the ape has a sloping forehead. Apes have strong crews from front to back, which lacks in human skull. In human skull, the opening of nerve cord is on bottom of the skull, and in apes it is in the side. Human skull is vertically supported, whereas in apes it is horizontally angular. Ape's jaw is V-shaped or rectangular, while in man it is U-shaped and semicircular. In apes, incisors and canine teeth are heavy and sharp. In man, they are reduced in form. Legs longer in man, pelvic girdle. Apes have elongated and narrow pelvis. Humans have broad and flattened pelvis because of bipedal mode of locomotion. Brain capacity. In apes, the brain size is around 750 cc. In man, it can be 2000 to 2200 cc as seen from cranium or brain cavity. Brain structure. Men are upright, small stature forms, moderately muscular and ground dwelling forms, whereas apes lives in forest where they evolved. They have muscular arms for swinging through the trees. Apes have limited use of tools. They could not manufacture tools, whereas man on other hand manufacture and make sophisticated tools. The discoveries of these fossils and those of Neanderthal man and Cro-Magnon man from Germany and Europe have completed to bridge the entire story of human evolution. The true modern man, known as Homo sapiens, evolved only about 40,000 years ago. Common features: hair, breastfeeding, love, hate and aggression, mood, affection, molecular phylogeny. Molecular biology techniques showed that we are nearer to chimpanzee than all others. Man as the master of the earth. Man is superior to all organisms who controls the rest. He has speech and create magic, etc. to rule on the globe. Man's future. Let us take evolutionary features. The separate populations of man are gradually merging into one. The average lifespan of man increasing due to better nutrition, better medical care, better hygienic conditions. The world population increasing, it will hit more than 4 billion mark. Deteriorating moral values, pollution, poison, risk of a nuclear wars, genetic engineering can save mankind the impact of natural selection or can enhance. Chromosomal genes, DNA technology. The consequence of the emergence of intelligence is that the rate of change in hominid life increased enormously. It enabled us to solve problems, to store and recall information, to learn and improve knowledge. Only humans have the abilities of creation of poems, music, great literature, technological mastery and philosophical as well as ethical systems. No other species has dominated on the earth as has Homo sapiens today. Evolution has been described as the process of gradual modification in living organisms, including animals, to establish diversity of life. The changes which result in evolution of new populations, species, families, classes, etc. are of divergent evolution, different from sequential evolution. This divergent evolution with specific direction by accumulation of changes results in origin of new populations from the old ones. Fossil records also support this evolution. Goldschmidt divided it into microevolution that has occurs below species level, that is subspecies and races. Evolution of species, genera and so on is seen in macroevolution. Simpson in 1953 added another term, megaevolution, for evolution of families, order, class and phyla. Microevolution. The evolution which results from the interaction of the evolutionary forces like mutation, variation, recombination, natural selection and genetic drift to produce small changes through alteration in gene pool in a population is called microevolution. It occurs below species level. The descent population is genetically and phenotypically different. For example, invertebrate fossils, sea urchin, gradually replacement of Micraster corbovis by Micraster coryngeunum. The changes are with respect to taste, structure of oral opening and the form of ambulacra. Second example is replacement of old by a new species of spirifer, a brachipod. Macroevolution, evolution which results in a production of new adaptive types through a process of population fragmentation and genetic divergence is known as macroevolution. It operates at a species level which fragments into several subgroups of new genera, families and order through sudden evolutionary factors like mutations. Reptiles appeared from amphibians to completely terrestrial habit is an example of macroevolution. The evolution of reptiles actually represents 6 major radiating offshoots from anopsid stock. Cotylosaurs are early reptiles. This diversification results in the formation of orders, families and so on. Megaevolution, it is described as the origin or evolution of new types of biological organisms of general adaptations from its predecessor, resulting in the formation of new classes or phyla. All phyla and classes of microbes, plants and animals represent their separate organization as best examples of megaevolution. The origin of amphibians from fishes, origin of reptiles from amphibians and the origin of birds and mammals including man we saw from reptiles afford the best examples of megaevolution. Summary: thus, in sum up, evolution continues due to evolutionary forces in the environment. As a result, organisms strive for adaptations to survive from perishment. Man also undergoes changes, becoming obese with small head or thin with a monster head due to man-made technological development with continuing evolution. As evolutionary biologists imagine through these processes like microevolution, megaevolution and macroevolution. Thank you.